What's up, everybody? We are back with another My Spiritual Journey video. We are number 11, I think, or number 12. One of those numbers. I'll make sure I look after. Um, but I wanted to come on here today. I want to talk about clothing and for my spiritual journey. As you guys know, everyone's different of how they want to go about their journey, but something that to look into as you start your journey and the further that you go into it, at some point you're going to feel you want to make changes of what you wear on a daily. And so this is what this video is about. I'm no expert, but I share my direction. So clothing is very important, right? It not only shields us from the different weather elements, but and protects us, keeps us warm, keeps us cool, does the whole 9 yard. But it also expresses our personality through the styling of our clothing, the material that we choose, the structure, the colors, and everything of that nature. And so for me, I love fashion. I will always love fashion. I'm a fashionista right here. And I love really putting myself together and being presentable, especially when I go out. Really being presentable, but absolutely artistic, expressive, in whatever component that is for me. So as I started this journey, at some point I really wanted to shift. One of those shifts is I started to, early on, like the very beginning of my journey, I wore saris, a lot of saris, and I love saris. You name it, different materials, some silk, satins, cotton, name it. I love saris and Punjabis and the whole nine. And I had a lot of that. And then as I got further, and this is what happens as you go further into your spiritual journey, you start removing, right? Deleting, letting go of things. And I began through that. I still wore saris to a certain point, and then I got to a point of I didn't have any. I threw away a lot of clothes. I threw away a lot of things. Lost a lot of things because I traveled a lot. I gave away a lot of things, and I just didn't have much. So I just wore whatever I had. If someone gave me something, a piece of gear I would wear. And then I got to a point of a certain initiations that I went through. I started to wear white and creams, and I wore white and creams for a very, very, very long time. You guys have seen me in a lot of whites, a lot of creams, from dresses, skirts, pants, everything. And I needed some things that would help me, especially wintertime, and putting myself together and keeping warm, right? Because we all know that color white, it's not like the warmest. It's very good for summer, for cooling. And so I started to now not moving on and releasing from the white. I thought during the time I was wearing a lot of white, I was going to be going into the orange or the saffron, and I wasn't ready yet. I realized that looking back, like I wasn't actually ready for that color yet. And so I kept on wearing whites and creams, and then last year I started to see like I am evolving, and I was like, okay, what's the next color in this evolution for me? And that was several different types of initiations I went through, knowledge, downloads, experiences, especially coming into really honing into Sri Vidya, Sri Mavidya, um, and the Sri Yantra practice, and so forth. This really taken into my daily practice. Black started to come in, black and orange, and then I was appointed a beautiful position with Shiva, a beautiful organization for women. The Akara, it's an Akara organization. Let me say the name right so you guys can get it. Hold on. Okay, so it's in Hindi, so I wanted to pronounce it properly. So it's Shiva, which is Saraswati Shakti International Women Agori Akara, and I am honored. I was presented with the title of preacher speaker. We're just really speaking, sharing the knowledge of not only the occult, but really the spiritual, the living, and understanding of oneself and growing, the growth, the ascension of oneself, and blah, blah, blah. So you're going to hear me speak more about Shiva Global Council a lot further on in the future. But this is also a part of really going into the next part of my journey. And also orange, I finally got my orange, like literally how it came. And I was like, wow, okay, I am coming into that. And so you'll see me integrate or shift back and forth with a black and orange or whatever. But I'm very grateful because this is about my journey, expresses my journey. It expresses what path I'm on. And it's a spiritual path, it's a dedication of my life, my commitment into this type of spiritual growth. And in my connection to source, which is also the connection to myself, and the detaching also from the material world, really in this process of detachment. I'm not all there, obviously. I live in the material world. I still got to function, still got to do a lot of things in the material world, but my process of detachment has really begun, and I'm very grateful of that. There's some things, it's gonna take me a bit, but everyone's direction is different, and process is different. But I love the slow process because it's a reinforcement, taking time, like from my mantras, daily practice, the things that my guru has given me to start and practice and do. I'm not perfect, but it's a slow process, a reinforcing process for my growth. And I'm all about growth and expansion. So it's not just about like the clothes itself, it's that I'm expressing my path through my clothes. And just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that gives you some perspective and understanding of the spiritual journey. And I hope I am able to share more, or when the story or anything else comes up. But I hope the 10 or 11 videos so far has really helped someone and taken them in further into their journey, or encouraging you, inspiring you to really go on that path of spirituality, really dedicated. Okay, and I love you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If another story pops up or I remember something, I'll add it to our series. But for now, I am just going to chill here, and I hope you guys enjoy. Namaskaram, Har Har Mahadev, Sri Matre Namaha.